Hey guys, Tony the Soy Sauce Assassin. Today is day 4 of the review, and today let's talk about again more some good, some bad. Some good, some bad. I'm like trying to pick up the paper because of all this compass thing. So we started with breakfast. Obviously today we try a different place for breakfast, which is called a solarium, and it was very disorganized. So when we are in the Symphony of the Sea, you go in there, somebody will lead you to the sea. And you sit down, and once you're situated, you can go get food. But over here, it's like you fight for your own seat. All right, you thought you're waiting the line. By the time you get into the line, you're out. That's the buffet line. Once you get your food, now you're holding your food, and you are fending for yourself, trying to fight over tables. It's horrible, horrible, very disorganized. Even after you get the table. They don't come to clean up your table. Like, you know, you're waiting over there. It's like, okay, there's plates on the table and stuff like that. We waited. Somebody came over to take the plates away. And they're like, oh, we'll come back to wipe the table down. So I'm holding 2 plates of food. I'm sitting over there. And literally, the lady just totally forgot about us. We had to find someone else that went in to call for someone else. Like, that guy did not just do it. To call for someone else. That someone else had to go inside to get like a wipe and then wipe down the table. Like, the theme today is just dirty, 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 dirty. Everywhere I go, okay, today is the day where this Coco Cay. So it's the beach, the private beach. People leave by 9:30. Okay, so by 10:30, 11 o'clock, I still see plate on the table and empty tables. That's pretty bad. That is pretty bad. In comparison, like, this shows that it's, you know, people are not properly trained, or they're lazy, or they're busy, they're overwhelmed, whatever that is. That should not be the case for a ship that has been in operation for 14 years. Okay, that should not be it. That should be like spot cleaning. They know what to clean, they know what to do. Not on this ship. Not on the ship. Right? We did not go down to Coco Cay because my main point wasn't to vacation. Right? My main point was to experience the difference. So for me, going down to Coco Cay isn't going to change anything. Oh, you know what bothered me is that when we watched the TV the night before, they talk about, oh, you know, good news, we'll be the only ship at Coco Cay. We showed up at Coco Cay. Oh, well, guess what? Another ship showed up too. I thought we got to be the only one. We weren't. Okay, and literally blocked my sight. So, like, you know, my balcony looked over to another ship. Bothers me, you know, pissing me off. But aside from that, we didn't go down because if you want to go to Coco Cay, spend the money. Okay, get a not balcony, like cabana, gazebos, floating cabanas, or the Coco Cay Club thing. Spend the $200 in there. Your experience is gonna be hell a lot more different. Don't even bother with the water park. I didn't think water park was anything special, but if you want to relax, drink, just swim, go to the beach, do the club. It's $200 a person, but if you have more than 4 people, you might as well get a floating cabana. You can have 8 people on there, and it's about $2,000. And it's way more worth it. Okay, and especially if you guys have like alcohol package and stuff like that, it's all be taken care of. It'll be the best day ever. But if you're not gonna spend that money, don't even bother, because you'll be going down there. It's a long ass walk from the place that you get off dock to the beach. All right, there's trailer that goes around, but comes every 15 minutes or so, and that's if there's any more seat left. If not, you're standing there under the sun waiting for another. It's a long ass walk, so I would say nah. If you smoke, guess what? There's only 2 places you can smoke on that entire island, and they are not properly equipped, so don't even bother. So I didn't go down. We tried to find something to do on the ship. There's not a lot. A lot of things are very poorly organized. Went to some trivia. The trivia lasted shorter than the guy planned it out. There was some Scrabble kind of a game. The questions are so bad that they guessed the answer before. Like, the thing supposed to last for half an hour. I think it lasted 5 minutes because the person who organized these kind of stuff are not properly trained. They have no idea what they're doing. We went to origami class, and then the guy can barely explain how to do things, and we just ended up folding our own thing. You know, so hey, origami, we'll grow up with the shit. We can fold our own thing. We ended up folding our own things and just laughed because it was very poorly organized, right? The general question trivia are kind of okay, but it's very short. It's very short. Like after you do one set of 10 questions and you are off to something else, it's not well organized, right? Then we went to have food at vintage wine bar / tapas, and we're like the only one there. We're like the only one there, which is not surprising because everybody went down to the beach, right? But when we get there, how do I say? The guy's nice, but he's not very knowledgeable about what wines and all that stuff for that tapas and what you recommend. So we just order. They have this like, was it 8 tapas for like $18 or something like that. I got a cup of Pinot Grigio, and we ordered a side of paellas, and yeah, and that was okay. The food was okay. My wife actually liked the crab cake and the paella. The rest of the stuff, it's not bad. It's really not bad. And obviously they charge you automatic gratuity, and you know, you just enjoy that little bit and then leave. Okay, and that's pretty much my food for the day because all the food are very, very heavy and salty on board this ship. I don't know what happened. Like somebody mistaken salt with sugar or something like that. It's like, hey, just keep adding salt. Keep adding salt. Everything's salty. So can't eat too much of those. I start not wanting to go to the restaurant or the main dining room to eat food because it's just so heavy, so thick, so salty. I just want to eat something else, you know. So I've been eating something else. Right. Afternoon, not much happened. We just rested, listened to some music. The musicians on board, mediocre at best. I think the guy that's playing guitar outside in the outdoor area is actually more theme fitting. The orchestra in the main hallway is noisy as hell. Like I would not recommend anybody sitting over there and blowing your eardrum out. It's not cool. And then we have a late night ice skating session, which is 20 minutes long. I can tell you, if you have half size shoes, 8.5, 7.5, 6.5, whatever half size shoes, don't bother to go. You gotta break your leg. I have 8.5 size. They gave me a size 10, and it was not fitting. It was very not comfortable to skate with. But my wife had fun, so you know it's pretty good. They do not kind of resurface it every time a group went into it, so there's pits, and then people will fall because there are pits from the people that are better and just creating pits when they jump. So it's 20 minutes long. It's not too long, which I think majority of the people will be tired after 20 minutes unless it's really, really good. You could go by and resign and go back again, you know, have multiple sessions. Sure, you could. But yeah, I 20 minutes more than enough for me. You sign a waiver, you go in there, they provide the shoes. Again, if you're lucky, it fits. You're gonna have a good time. If you're not lucky, it doesn't fit. No. So does any other ship have those things? Yes. Okay, Symphony or Sea have all that stuff. I just didn't bother to try those. So everything I say that I experienced today also is available on Symphony Sea. So that didn't change. It's just that I experienced it here on this particular ship because I didn't bother to go down to Coco Cay. And so that's the part where give and take, right? But I think the main thing today, again, is that this ship is not prepared. The events are not well put together and dirty. Okay, dirty. I'm not saying the individual staterooms because people do clean that and stuff like that. Even though I think they just really just tuck a bit in for us and not really replacing any of the bed sheets. But you know, I didn't say they do a bad job. The room does feel clean, but everywhere else, you know, if I can't even sit down and eat breakfast, like how do I start my day? You know, I can't even start my day correctly if everywhere I go is dirty. You know, I don't even want to imagine how it's like tomorrow. But tomorrow I'm getting down to Bahamas, Nassau, so we'll be able to walk around and see what's going on, and come back to port and experience other stuff that may not happen the same for Symphony of the Sea. So again, Oasis of the Sea so far, 4 days in. If it's only 4 days long, I'm tell you, don't even bother. Just go get a bigger ship. Go to a newer ship. You got to be able to do everything and then some, minus the barbecue. All right, because I know they don't have the barbecue, but everything and then some is on other ship, just not the barbecue. All right, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.